A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
And they can counter here. And here's Azar. And it's Pirlo. And we have our very first corner. He's going for goal! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's been cut out, well played. Spread to the right. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now this could be a chance. This is their second corner of the game. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! And there is your opener. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get on the end of this? Drogba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Al Nassr are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Great ball, and he's in here. And smartly reclaimed. And Shevchenko! That is decidedly lacking.
Roma certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Right, Shevchenko. And this is Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's in on goal.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, crossbar! Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's delightful. It's Pirlo! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Cafu, who does have an assist to his name, he's picked his way through. And the shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Al Nassr now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Serginho. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Hazard. That looks a cracking ball. Marquinhos. Ronaldinho. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Shevchenko. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Drogba. Good ball, good take. Goes forward. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Good chance here! A real chance and a real let-off.
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cafu. And we've reached half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Roma can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
No, that's been intercepted. Silvesh, lovely pass, but can he get there? Donadoni providing an outlet on that flank. Hazard. Yamal. Saliba makes the interception. And this is Drogba. Yamal! And again! And that's a tidy finish. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Serginho, he's having a pop! It's a loose ball.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 33 viene sostituito con il numero 4.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Ronaldinho. It's played through for him. He's not got that quite right. And that has left him in a heap. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Numero 27. Lasciano il campo per il numero 13, il numero 6, Modric.
And it's Zanetti. Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's quick to snatch it back. Zanetti. Not the most convincing of passes. Takes the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Drogba. Oh, great chance! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Donadoni with a real chance here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Donadoni! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Silvestre in acres of space out wide. It's not an especially good pass, that. Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Modric with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Modric did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And it's been given away. And he's found a way past. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish right from the top draw! What an incredible feat, a legendary feat. 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Neymar getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Just one in it now. Hops for safety. Now, can they get him away? That's where it came from. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. And he is dashing away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella...
Oh, he's having a go! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Guardiola has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Shoots! And it's a goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
FC Tulsa finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Doué. Pirlo making good progress. It's been slipped through. A lot of space. He's having a shot! And a neat finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Diaz. Diaz! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Oh, strongly challenged there. Diaz. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Quarter of an hour played. Zielinski. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pirlo. Played out wide. And here's Thuram. And he's running through, and a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Diaz. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar. Zielinski. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's Neymar! And it's there! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cambio di giocatori.
FC Tulsa can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A case now of complete control. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Upamecano. And Alberto Costa. Neymar. Serginho. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Pirlo having a look.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar. Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Ha segnato al 36esimo minuto.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Knocks it into space. He is through here. Hazard! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Achiampong. Some good work on the right flank here. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. He's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Floated through. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half. Achiampong. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Achiampong. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Shevchenko stood his ground strongly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what has happened here? He has found a way through. And a chance! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Space for him to turn and look. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Roma really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Shevchenko! Doué can clear it away. De Jong ventures forward. De Jong finding himself in space. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Messi! It's Neymar!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Now, can they get him away? Vardiol kept aware. Shevchenko. Chance! And there's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 5.
This further to improve their cause.
Viene sostituito con il numero 13.
Oh, it's hit the post. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. What a throw in. Looking for options for movement.
Pretty robust defending.
Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's their second corner of the game.
Pirlo goes short.
Silvestre goes for the shot! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And yes, takes a shot. And he hits the net. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on you. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Could be danger here. He's found the way. Shevchenko! Oh, denied at the last.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
So, third corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught now and again. So their fourth corner of the game. FC Tulsa have the chance to go the other way.
Oh, how that cross missed it.
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with it.
There's the shot! Well taken goal. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
In a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Looking for a runner. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And the keeper can swallow it up. That's a good foray he's making. Rafael Leao calmly anticipates. Zanetti. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good finish! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
In with the challenge. Doué, showing good feet. Pirlo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Zanetti reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece.